Welcome to Sharpman Academy. This is a platform for you to grow and advance your research writing skills. I will recommend you subscribe to Sharpman Academy and you share with your friends and to pages so that they can also subscribe and follow whenever Sharpman Academy posts lessons here. So I would like to read some comments and then how Sharpman Academy is improving the life of people out there. So this is from Shine Gandes 2982. Great insight, 100%. My research is getting better. Thank you, Shine. And this is from Mizak Sapon 6793. Wow, I have been following your channel and every lesson you have uploaded here. On following your advice and teaching, I submitted a section of my project and have recovered very good positive feedback from my supervisor and teaching assistant. Thank you and God bless you. Amen. Amen. Mizak, thank you too for following Sharpman Academy, and we hope to receive more and more and more positive feedback like this. So like I said yesterday, we are at the methodology section of project writing. So today we are going to talk about studies. That is the study designs, epidemiological studies, how you know about the different types of study designs, and then how they are being applied, and then when it is necessary to use them. So under the epidemiological study designs, we have two types of study design. That is the observational study design and the experimental study design. So with the observational study design, you just follow the participants. You don't touch them, you don't apply any experiments on them. But at the experimental study design, you put an intervention on them. Yes, so that is the difference between the observational and the experimental. You are just observing them, following them to see what will happen. But the experimental, you are putting them into an intervention to see how the intervention is going to affect them. So that is the difference between experimental and then the observational study. So under the observational study, we have two types. That is the descriptive study and then the analytical study. Descriptive study and then the analytical study. So at the descriptive study, that place you will just present your data according to person, place, and time. So how many people, when, and then the place that the disease or whatever thing that you are working around is happening. So you just present your absolute frequencies and then the relative frequencies. That is what we do at the observational, the descriptive section, and then the analytical section. That place we perform inferential statistics. So when I say inferential statistics, you compare two different things at the same time, then you see if there is association or there is difference between them. Use p-values and confidence intervals. So that place you inferential statistics. So use the confidence intervals and the p-value to check for associations between them. Then when you come to the experimental, we have clinical trial. So you are doing clinical trial, which is an experimental study to test for the efficacy of a new drug. And then we have field trial, a program, maybe there is a program that is going on and then you are performing the experiment to see how that field trial is able to prevent a certain disease or a certain condition. And then we have community trial. So that one too is an intervention, but that one it is conducted in a large population, so in a large community that include a lot of people on the study. So when we come to the descriptive, which is under the observational study, we have case series, we have case reports, and then cross-sectional. So that, and then also ecological study. So under the descriptive tool, we can get population based and the individual based. So the population based will be a study which is conducted among a large population. So it can be like a census or a survey. The DHS is also a population based study. And then the normal, and then project works and things will also be an individual based study. So that is the difference. So when we talk about the analytical study too, we can have case and control study and then cohort study. So case and control, you pick people that are with the disease against people without the disease, then you compare to find if there is association between them. And the cohort study too, that one it can be retrospective and then prospective. So retrospective is looking them to the back, what happened, and then the prospective is taking them into the future. So the cohort study, you recruit people with similar characteristics without any disease but exposed, then you follow them to see what will happen to them. So when you come to the case series, that one they are like hospital reports. So today how many people reported malaria to the hospital, then you just report them. So that section we don't normally apply study designs there. So but with cross-sectional study, it is a type of study that you take data from people at a snapshot. So you don't do any follow-up, you just pick the data once and for all. A survey, you don't follow them to see what is happening again or what is transpiring with their life and things. You just pick the data and then you move on. So this is where I will end today. Subscribe to Chapman Academy. This is a place for you to grow and advance your research writing. Chapman Academy. See you there.